Tell us about the uptick rule in the USA. It says you can only sell on an uptick.
Well, again, we've been through that, and I think that's, as I said, that is to prevent an evil institution with lots of money selling down a company's stock in order to frighten out retail investors, or not frighten them out, just force them out owing to margin calls from their brokerage houses. And the idea was, which I think is a very good idea, is that you cannot short a stock unless on an uptick, there is a willing buyer. You can't just smash the bids. You've got to have somebody who is going up there wanting to buy the stock, I oppose your view on it, rather than just use financial muscle just to smash the stock down, knowing that it will have a self-fulfilling purpose of closing out, of inducing share sales from people less financially strong, which I totally agree. I think I would have no objection if that rule was, they had that rule here, over here. I think it's eminently sensible, and it does protect the instances where shorting can be misused, i.e. using financial muscle to screw over investors.
Talk about short selling being used to destroy good companies by pressing their stock price down.
Well, we've talked about that, and that is the uptick rule in the United States. I think it's a grossly, well, don't say grossly, I think it's an over, people are over fearful of that. I've been doing this now since, 20, 25 years, and I can't think of a single example of a good company being destroyed by short sellers. It's the great sort of mythical beast out there, but I just don't think it happens. As I said, were there to be a law to prevent, to insist on selling on an uptick, I'd have no problem with that. But I think it's a smokescreen used by flaky, dodgy companies, always blame the big bad short seller. I cannot think of a single example of a good company destroyed by short sellers. And I can think of many, many companies where companies have destroyed themselves through inept management, fraud, incompetence, and have gone bust for whatever reason, and short sellers have profited. But short sellers have never been responsible for companies going bust. Companies' management are responsible for companies going bust, or unfortunate events like oil prices collapsing, interest rates going through the roof, black swan events that nobody's thought about in their business plans. That's what makes companies go bust. And if any one can give me an example of a short seller in the last 20 years of a perfectly good company who has sadly been destroyed by short sellers, then I'd like to know about it, because I can't think of a single one.